It may be said that the love of money is the root of all evil, but millions of Americans play the lottery every day, each one with high hopes of winning the mega money jackpot. And that's precisely what happened to Abraham Shakespeare just over 3 years ago. In an instant, a man of meagre resources was transformed into a multi-millionaire. But now, not only is his fortune largely gone, so is he. And police fear that foul play may well be to blame, as Jeffrey Kaufman now reports.
Tonight, the largest jackpot in Powerball history could be yours.
A couple of dollars
Maybe it'll be my lucky day.
gets you one little ticket.
That's the winning ticket.
Oh Lord, tell me what I wouldn't do.
It's gonna be the no winners.
And one big dream.
Is this guaranteed to win something?
I love my job, but I would quit in a heartbeat.
Congratulations to all our winners.
Here in Central Florida, a penniless day laborer named Abraham Shakespeare was seduced by similar dreams when, in November 2006, the delivery truck he was working on stopped at this mini-mart in the tiny town of Frostproof, Florida. Shakespeare bought a couple of quick-pick lotto tickets. His numbers won the jackpot. After taxes, he was left with $11 million. Not bad for the son of a citrus picker who made his living working garbage trucks and washing dishes and had served time in jail for a series of petty crimes. But just 3 years later, the money is gone. And so is Abraham Shakespeare.
Where is Abraham Shakespeare?
We have no idea where Abraham Shakespeare is, and we need to know that very badly.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd says Shakespeare has not been seen since last April. His department wasn't told that until November.
In the beginning, we thought he was missing, that he was hiding away. As the investigation continues, the evidence mounts that he could have died because of sinister means.
Murder, we're talking here.
Could be.
Somebody wanted that money.
Somebody wanted that money.
In fact, a lot of people wanted Shakespeare's money. A man who had spent 40 years living on the margins was suddenly besieged with requests.
When someone asked him for help, he was always trying to help them.
His mother, Elizabeth Walker, remembers what it was like in the months after her son became a millionaire.
And he said he was just getting phone calls one right after another, and people's asking him for money.
He couldn't or wouldn't say no. He gave his stepfather $1 million, his 3 stepsisters $250,000 each. He paid off a friend's mortgage for $185,000. He paid off mortgages of $60,000 and $53,000 for 2 men he didn't know. He gave his brother's son's best friend $40,000.
I can't see how anybody, being a human themselves, that could take advantage of somebody else the way I see somebody done take advantage of my son Abraham.
Then there was the court case. The man who was driving the delivery truck that stopped where Shakespeare bought the ticket insisted it was really his ticket. After a drawn-out trial, the jury sided with Shakespeare. But he was beginning to realize that money is not always a blessing.
I really would like my old life back where I could walk the streets like a normal person, but got people coming up asking for money.
That is an all-too-common story from lottery winners. Just months after Kenneth and Connie Parker won a $25 million jackpot, their marriage disintegrated. Jeffrey Dampier won $20 million. He was kidnapped and murdered by his own sister-in-law.
This check for $314 million.
And then there is Jack Whitaker. In 2002, he won the largest individual payout in lotto history. Whitaker started out with good intentions, building churches and helping people in need, but the demands for money never stopped.
It certainly has been a curse to me.
His marriage fell apart, his granddaughter died of a drug overdose, his daughter died from what is believed to have been a drug overdose.
I think if you have something, there's always someone else that wants it.
Back in Lakeland, sheriff's investigators have been tracking Abraham Shakespeare's millions. They now believe he burned through almost $10 million in 3 years. Sheriff Grady Judd says less than $2 million of Shakespeare's money remains.
Did he get the right help?
The person that he thought was ultimately going to help him, the person that convinced him that she was there for his best interests, is Dee Dee.
Dee Dee is Dee Dee Moore. She befriended Abraham Shakespeare a year ago when his millions were dwindling. She has not been charged with anything in connection with this case, but Sheriff Judd is not shy about saying she is a person of intense interest.
She moved that money to her personal accounts.
She took it.
She took it. That's what our investigation shows us at this point. And you know what she says? Abraham gave it to me as a gift for all the help that I gave him. Almost $1 million.
Her credibility is not helped by a 2001 conviction for insurance fraud and falsely reporting a crime.
Is she someone you can trust?
I wouldn't trust Dee Dee Moore as far as I could throw her.
Dee Dee Moore now lives in and owns the $1 million house that Shakespeare bought in this gated community on the outskirts of Lakeland.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
We reached out to Dee Dee Moore through her lawyer. Our request for an interview was declined, but you can hear Dee Dee Moore coaxing answers from a beleaguered Abraham Shakespeare in this home video from last year, posted on YouTube.
Do you get tired of people asking you for money all the time, Abe?
They don't take no for an ounce or so. I just let them keep on asking.
So where do you want to go to?
It don't matter to me. I'm not a picky person.
Where do you want to go, she asks, and that is her story. She says Shakespeare just wanted to disappear, and she helped him. But now she says she too cannot find him. Sheriff Judd isn't buying it.
She was texting from Abraham's cell phone to her cell phone and to other people's cell phone, giving the illusion that it was Abraham.
How do you know she has his cell phone?
She told us.
And she told you she did the texting?
Yes, because she was creating the illusion for him to stay hidden.
In the only interview she has given, Dee Dee Moore told the Lakeland Ledger she believes Abraham Shakespeare is still alive.
I think that he'll pop up if he realizes how the extent of what level this investigation went to.
Then she began to cry as she complained about the police search of her home and car.
I'm done. What else can they do to me? They've turned my life inside out.
We asked Dee Dee Moore's lawyer if his client has had anything to do with Abraham Shakespeare's disappearance or murder. Absolutely not true, he said. He added that it is inappropriate for the sheriff to be commenting publicly on an ongoing investigation. Abraham Shakespeare's mother just wants to know what really happened to her son.
Even if he was leaving town, I believe he would have called me and said, Mom, I'm fixing to leave, or he'd have came by here and let me know.
If Abraham's alive, Abraham, just tell us where you are. We'll keep it a secret. You have a right to go where you want and be where you want. That hasn't happened yet.
The case of the missing millionaire. For Nightline, I'm Jeffrey Kaufman in Lakeland, Florida.
And today, a new twist in this case, the arrest of a local Florida police officer, Troy Young, who, according to the sheriff's office, provided Dee Dee Moore with confidential law enforcement information in exchange for payment. Our thanks to Jeffrey Kaufman.